Hi, my name is Lisa Hickman, and this is my before and after story. My two words are imperfect and redeemed. I have been very fortunate to grow up in a Christian home where I became a Christian when I was very young. But that does not mean that God hasn't used me in many ways and grown me in different ways and shown me different things about myself that I could improve on. And one of those is perfection and realizing that I am imperfect. And this was a big struggle for me because I had a desire to be perfect, knowing that God wanted a perfect person. Only perfect people could go to heaven. Growing up in the church, I knew that, and I also knew that I couldn't do it alone. I knew that I had to have Jesus in my life, and that I had to accept that He was the Son of God, and that He had paid the penalty for my sin, except that I had problems thinking that it was a free gift, and I struggled to believe that the grace that God has given me, that I was deserving of it. So I strive to be perfect, and because of that striving to be perfect, I struggle with anxiety and stress about being the perfect person, daughter, sister, friend, Christian, and student, and just trying to be that person that everybody else wanted me to be and that I thought I needed to be. And it became less about me showing God's love and being a person of Christ than me trying to satisfy myself through perfection. And because of that, I used the first word, imperfect, because it was something that I definitely knew I was, but tried to hide from the rest of the world. And recently, somebody has pointed out a deep hurt in my life because of that, thinking that I had to do all this because I knew that only perfect people went to heaven. Well, the truth that somewhere along the line, I wasn't doing what God wanted me to do, and I was doing what I wanted to do, and I had to accept this free gift of salvation and redemption for my sins. And when I did that, I was redeemed. The price was paid for my sins, and the price was paid for my imperfections. I no longer had to strive to be perfect. I had to strive to be more like Jesus. And there is a big difference there that I had not noticed in my life before. That even though I'm imperfect, Jesus made up for my imperfections, and that I have a place in heaven because of what He did on the cross. And because He is now the reigning King in my life, I am less anxious and more excited to please God. And every day I strive to be more like Jesus and less like the perfect idea of who I thought I had to be. God has blessed me beyond all reason, and He cares for me although I lack perfection.